trying to make it all make sense.
The
More
You
No
Podcast.
So today I want to discuss legendary basketball coach Rick Pitino's 10 Steps to Success, which were laid out in a book I recently read, that I think are really more an outline towards creating and living a life of significance. So I want to go through each of the 10 steps and how they build on one another, and how this can ultimately guide you towards living a life of significance. So the first step that he mentions is building self-esteem. It's drastically important to build self-esteem because self-esteem is really the backbone towards adversity, resilience, and being able to be persistent and carry on through any pursuit. If you don't have self-confidence and self-esteem and believe in what you're doing, you'll never be able to stick it out through the process of getting to the point where you create that life of significance or reach that level of success you're looking to reach. And building self-esteem isn't something that you can just do where tomorrow you decide to wake up and you're like, I'm going to have a higher level of self-esteem. It's something that must be earned. And for it to be earned and deserved, you must set demanding goals for yourself, which is step 2. And so these goals are obviously towards improving yourself and setting yourself up as you go down this path of significance for yourself. So they're really just steps towards pursuing your dreams. And these goals, as I said, must be demanding. They must demand effort, hard work, and determination so you can reap the rewards from the goals that you set, as well as being realistic and attainable. If you set unrealistic goals that are unattainable, all you're going to do is create discouragement because you never achieve any of your goals, and then you're never even going to be able to get to step 1, which is building self-esteem. But these small demanding goals, they add up, and with time, they become larger goals that lead up towards creating that life of significance for yourself. But in order to get to those larger goals and achieve your long-term goals, you must keep step 3 in mind, which is staying positive. You must stay positive and upbeat as you go through any pursuit, or else that negativity will overcome the pursuit itself in a similar way towards if you lack self-esteem and self-belief in the goals, dreams, and pursuits you're trying to accomplish. And I've discussed staying positive and how you can stay positive in multiple past podcasts, but really you must focus on looking at the world with a glass half full approach with an abundance mindset. And so as you set these goals and you meet these demanding goals and accomplish these demanding goals, they should surround self-improvement because you must be your best self in order to accomplish anything of significance. And so with this being said, step 4 comes into play. And step 4 is establishing good habits. So these habits should start with being organized as possible as you go throughout your day, because this way you can perform at the highest level and accomplish as many of your short-term goals in the quickest amount of time as possible. What this will ultimately do is maximize the level of results you're able to achieve, and because you're focusing on establishing it in a way where it's habitual, it will be a process that's repeated constantly, and therefore the success you have with accomplishing your goals should be repeated. So with the first 4 steps, you've now built a base where you're able to find success and you're creating a life of significance for yourself. But nobody can find success or create significance for themselves alone. And this is when step 5 comes into play, which is being able to master the art of communication. So this is important for 2 main reasons. The first is it's really important to listen and to master the skill of being able to listen and hear people out and not just talk over people. Because when you listen well, you're able to understand what others are saying and therefore learn from them. This is also how you're able to build long-term relationships, which are drastically important in any pursuit. Along with that, you must be able to clearly communicate your needs and goals, because if you aren't able to do so, it'll be impossible to find success. And now step 6 comes into play, which has to do with what I already discussed surrounding step 5 in mastering communication, being able to listen well so you can understand and learn, is now finding and learning from role models. But once you've mastered step 5 and you're able to listen to people well and you can learn from what they're saying and understand them, you must find role models who surround the life of significance that you're trying to create for yourself, so they can assist in guiding you and educating you as you go down your own path. I hope this talk makes a positive impact in your life. Please subscribe to the podcast wherever you are listening or watching it. Check out other episodes. leave a review, and follow us on social media at More You Know Pod. Also, please don't forget about our sweepstakes. Retweet a clip with the hashtag The More You Know and New Podcast from our Twitter for a chance to win a signed copy of my upcoming book, The More You Know, coming this fall. Tag 2 friends in the comments on a clip on Instagram for a chance to win a brand new copy of Dean Graziosi's Millionaire Mindset or Ed Milet's Max Out. Like us or share a clip on Facebook for a chance to win a book I have read that highly inspired me, signed by me with an inspirational message. Again, thank you for listening as we propel with podcasting through the More You Know.
I'm just trying to make it all make sense.
The
More
You
No
Podcast.